Hey y'all, welcome back to A Dash of Gratitude. My name is Beth. If you've ever had a peanut butter pie, you know how simple they are to make, but also how absolutely delicious they are. If you've never tried making this dessert with cookie butter, stay tuned. We're gonna make it together. This is such a good dessert. It's always a favorite. We're gonna be using all the same ingredients that you would use for a typical peanut butter pie. However, you're going to replace the peanut butter with this cookie butter. Now this one is from Trader Joe's. It is the best one. I've used a couple other brands from different stores as well, and this one hands down is the best. So if you can't get a hold of this one, I mean, the other ones are okay, but this one is far superior. You're also gonna need a 9-inch graham cracker crust. Of course, you could make it from scratch. You're gonna need a tub of whipped topping, powdered sugar, and 1 block of softened cream cheese. I'm gonna be using my mixer today because that makes it the easiest. Let's go. In making today's pie, I'm gonna use 1 8-ounce tub of whipped topping. How I'm gonna use it is I'm gonna use most of this container as the pie filling, and then I'm gonna reserve maybe like 1/4 of it for the top. The topping doesn't need very much, it's really just for decoration. But you could also mix the entire thing into your pie filling and not have like a different white topping. That would be fine too. I've done both ways. It's up to you. They're both delicious. So let's start by putting this into our mixer. Into your mixer bowl, you're going to put most of the container of the 8-ounce whipped topping. And you see, I've just kind of saved that much for the topping, just a little bit to spread across the top. It's gonna be totally delicious. Next, we're gonna add 1 block of softened cream cheese. Also, we have our windows open today. It feels really nice outside, so I hope the sound from the traffic outside isn't too much for you. Sometimes it can get pretty loud out there. Cream cheese goes right into the bowl. We're gonna need 1 cup of powdered sugar. And 1 cup of cookie butter. What other things do you like to use cookie butter for? It is one of our favorite things from Trader Joe's, but I feel like it's really sweet, rich, and delicious. A little bit goes a long way. So I think dispersed in the pie, it's kind of mixed in with the Cool Whip. It kind of takes the flavor a little farther. It's really, really nice and unexpected. My husband says the best way to eat it is with a spoon. It's also really good on apple slices, if you wanted to go that route. We'll have to make another trip to Trader Joe's. This is almost gonna deplete our jar. That's okay. So 1 cup of cookie butter. And I like to use the whisk attachment for the mixer. So I did scrape down the sides a couple of times just to make sure everything was well incorporated, and it looks like it has blended beautifully. Let's get it in the pie crust. So this is the name brand Keebler 9-inch pie crust. I've also used store brand. Either one is just fine. Of course, like I said earlier, you could always make your own. I have a friend who said that making your own is actually worth it because it's so delicious, but I just didn't have the time to even get into that today. So store-bought is the way to go. Now, if you've never used one of these before, don't discard this lid. You want to peel off the label, and then you're going to use this as your pie topper. So you can pop it in the fridge or the freezer, and this will keep your pie safe. I didn't know that the first time I ever used one. I threw this away and I just regretted it. And I think about that every time, like, oh, don't throw away the pie top. And then for the top, you just plop on the rest of your whipped topping. And then just smooth it out from the middle towards the edges. Does not have to be perfect. Y'all, this pie is so good. I hope you will make this for yourself, your family, your friends. This would be really great for a holiday dessert option. It's just something a little bit different. It's so good. If this were a peanut butter pie, I would cut up little Reese cups and put them on top, sprinkle them on top. And for this one, I thought you could probably crumble up some Biscoff cookies or get a couple of those little graham cracker teddy bears even. That could be really cute, or even like graham cracker, a little bit of dusting on top. But this is gonna be good as is, no extra topping needed. This is divine. After you get the pie all completed and topped with the lid, you're gonna pop it into the freezer for a couple of hours just so it can get nice and set up. Then you're gonna move it to the fridge or the countertop about 30 minutes before you want to enjoy it. This pie is so good. And on the day that I made this, we were having some friends over for dinner. It was devoured. And by the time I went to go get a picture of it or some video of it completed, this was all that was left. So if that says anything to you, this was a huge success. Everybody loved it. I'm telling you, make this for your family for the holiday or just because. I promise you'll enjoy this pie. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one.